I think that was pretty cute myself.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
It was
Oh
funny.
my gosh. Hi guys. I made it finally.
I'm surprised that Todd didn't get on it.
I know.
Well, what would he have said? I've got all kinds of $3,000 watches. La, 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 la.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I've been trying to do stuff this morning, like, you know,
Yeah, I bet.
get my
Oh, you know what
packages
she was
together. No, not like that.
No, you
But,
know,
like,
she was taking pictures, so she has a head start.
I was taking pictures, but I was taking pictures of the listings that I already made that I've been trying to take pictures of the last couple of days and have talked myself out of it.
God dang it.
And so I got those listings up and out of the way, and so I don't have to worry about those being on, because I don't like when I'm in a listing challenge, I like to have like a clean slate.
Right. No drafts.
You know, no nothing in there. And so I try to, you know, have all my pictures and stuff taken of any of the listings that I already made and have those put up and out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So
we understand.
You know, and so I was doing that. And then I forgot that I freaking sold that Coach purse the other day on Posh.
Oh no.
And I haven't shipped it yet. I'm thinking that Brandon got it, you know, but why am I thinking that Brandon would look at my Posh? I have no idea.
Because he's searching the computer when you're not around.
I know. So I was doing that, and then I didn't even take my shot. So I just went in there and did that.
Oh no. And we're here driving.
He's too harassing you.
Yeah, and I'm like, shut the hell up, you guys. I'm trying, okay? I know I'm not as prompt and perky as my sister. I know this.
We just like teasing you, Sally.
I know.
Why? Because we love you.
Yeah, that's
I know.
Another train.
So yeah, I had to find that purse, and then Naked Man didn't do anything because he's in freaking bed still.
Yeah, and you should. Oh my gosh,
take his ass up.
I am so telling you, he is. Oh man, he would never want to be with me for sure. I would have laid on the other side of the bed, and I would have kicked him until he fell out of bed.
Damn.
I'd be telling him he need to get out of bed. You know what kind of crappy morning I had this morning?
Uh-oh.
What?
I was in the shower and the water just shuts right off.
Oh no.
I live in the country and I'm all soaked up.
Right.
All my parts are all soaked up. And I just rinsed my hair. I think my hair is completely rinsed anyways. I just rinsed my hair. And I was getting ready to rinse everything else. And the water just completely just off.
No.
And I'm like, now I live in the country, so it's not city water.
Right.
And I'm like, oh no, did the pump just blow out?
Right.
So anyway, I'm yelling for my husband. He's deaf, you know, can't hear, and he's watching a video or whatever on YouTube. Finally, I get him. I'm like, Gary, and he goes down there. Luckily, our pump did not go out, but it was just something with some kind of pressure switch.
Okay.
Anyways, he just has to file it down or whatever, clean it or something, and it'll be fine. So he got the water going.
Oh my God.
I thought, oh no, I'm gonna have to get dressed in my dirty clothes, go to town all soapy all over, you know, be itching and take a shower in town, you know. I was like, oh God, it would have been horrible.
I'll tell you what, that's one thing I do not miss living at my old house. We had a shallow hand dug well.
Oh.
And that thing, oh my God. You know, the pump will it doesn't give you warning. It's just gone. When the pump goes, it goes.
Well, we don't have those problems much at all anymore. We used to when we had the girls at home and we were in the summertime constantly like running water, washing cars, doing all that kind of stuff. But We don't really have that problem with just me and Gary.
Yeah. Well, what was good about our well is we could easily get it filled. Like we would have water delivered, you know, because it was a hand dug well. We just had cinder blocks on top of it covering the hole, so they could just come in and dump water in there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And today on this edition of the Best of Nikki, I was standing in the shower rinsing my hair, and all of a sudden the well just stopped.
Yeah,
So here I am. I was slathered up.
I was scared. I thought, oh my God.
That's called country living.
Yeah. Tell me, you have all your private parts all soaped up, and you can't rinse them. Tell me how bad that would suck to have to drive all the way to town.
Yeah.
To take a shower. I mean, have some sympathy on me, Tom.
I know, right?
I'm just.
Good morning, everybody in the chat.
I'm just saying you would have the best daily vlog.
And Nikki's private parts are not soapy anymore, everybody. So don't worry about it. Now we're live, obviously.
Everything's all nice, clean, and fresh. Thank you very much. Well, at least y'all know I clean it.
Oh my God. I would hope so.
Oh my God.
So fresh and so clean.
Oh God, that's funny. You're right, though. At least we know she's listening.
Whenever you messaged me, you know, and I was like, I'm not ready yet. I was walking back to the bedroom to get dressed, and I'm like, where's all my damn clothes? I look in the freaking washer, and I had put them in the dryer since 2 days ago.
Ew.
And so that's what's washing now.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
And so you know, Sally never is unlike her sister. She will never tell us when she goes live. She just hits the button and there she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just discuss things we don't even know.
I told you guys I was going live.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
You didn't hear me. All right. Yeah, I don't like that musty smell. So I had to dump some freaking crystals or something in there.
I don't like that musty smell either. That's the reason I take a bath every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bath always helps, but I'm talking about having musty clothes from sitting in the washer for 2 days.
You just rewash them, I guess, right?
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Yeah, I always do, and I have to put some
those crystal
good smell and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, been there lots of times.
All right, so who's on the challenge today?
I paid you.
I paid you.
Okay, let's see. Let me get my handy dandy notebook out.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes, good morning, everybody.
My desk is going like this because my washer is rocking and rolling. Okay, let's see here.
Sally, you just should have just came out in your bra and your panties. You know, we're used to old naked man running around in his underwear.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have
together this. I threw this together, but it's like a short dress, and it's kind of cold on my leg.
Go throw some leggings on.
I don't know if I have any clean.
Oh,
see, I use my leggings all week, you know,
right,
for work and stuff. So, what the hell? It's not letting me into PayPal. What the hell is this shit? I don't like that.
You better.
No.
I sent you my $2.
Says, let's try that again.
And Valerie said not to be paying you $10 no more or $20 no more. That the entry fee is $2.
It's 20. It's 20 now.
Valerie said not to listen to you.
Yeah.
I had a problem
a
couple days ago with PayPal not letting me sign in and this is not a trick, anybody. It's the truth.
No, you were just trying. It was just wanting you to let all that money sit in that that account for a little bit longer, so they can make some money off of all that money you got in there.
Well, yeah, but like
PayPal,
it's a sometimes it will say, like, let's try that again. You know, your browser's not coming up right or whatever. Now it's coming up. Usually it only takes like 1 or 2 times, you know, to refresh, but it took me like 8 times just now. Okay, so you're Charmec, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Charmec. Okay. Yeah, let me get everybody in here. Swag Maven.
Yeah, just those daytime jobs. Ugh. I'll tell you what, anytime I have to drive into like the city or something in the morning, I always think, I'm like, so glad I don't have to do this every morning again.
Oh, no.
Oh, man,
No.
that traffic just.
Yeah, you know, the people that drive from like Rock Hill, Fort Mill, which is south of Charlotte,
A mess.
every morning into downtown Charlotte, it is bumper to bumper.
Morning, Jim.
I don't know why they do that. I know they need a job. I would be on my boss's back like, hey, look, we need to open up a branch in Rock Hill since it seems that more people live in Rock Hill than they do Charlotte.
Right.
Well, you know, they're just doing what they've always been told. You know, just like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't pressure my kids to go to college. I tell them it's a very good experience. And my oldest, he's been to like a community college. You know, he's done a couple of semesters at the community college. But and now he lives down by a bigger university, and he's thinking about going back.
Mm-hmm.
But my youngest son, who was what do you call it when their GPA is 4.0? Honor. Yeah, he was honor roll. He was honor roll all 4 years of high school. Had no problem. He never brought home homework. One time, he would always do it at school, like either on his lunch or his breaks. He always did his homework at school. He never brought it home because he knew once he got home, if he had homework, he would have to do his homework first and then his chores, and then he would have to do
video games.
Or then he could play video games. Yeah. And so he knew that was going to take away from his time playing video games. So he was like, oh, I'll just do it at work, you know, at school or whatever. So he was honor roll all 4 years, some of junior high also. But he has no want or he has no desire to go to college. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to get him into reselling. He has done some eBay stuff for me before. He knows how to do eBay. He knows how. I've taught him, but I want him to get into doing, you know, reselling something that he enjoys, like video games. So I'm trying to talk him into getting into something like that.
What's he do now?
Right now he's cooking at a restaurant. Started out as dishwasher. Now he's a cook. So it's hard work.
If he likes cooking, then maybe he needs to go to chefing school.
He doesn't like cooking that much. You know, he just feels like it's a job to him, you know, that if that's what he's got to do, that's what he's got to do. But I tell him, you don't have to do that. You could do this. Mm-hmm. Especially, you know, right now is the best time to get into it and start building.
Well, I'll tell you what, my son went to a couple semesters of community college, and he didn't stick with it. He didn't like it.
Yeah.
And he is now, how old is he? 26? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 26. 26. I can't remember. Anyway, he's gotten into graphic designing, and he loves it. So I told him I want him to take maybe some college classes, and it took him that long to figure out what he really liked, you know. He works for the brewery now. He designs their beer can labels. And actually, they just told him they were going to hire him for salary, and he's going to be their marketing graphic design manager. So,
Nice.
but,
That's awesome.
oh my God, yeah. Hopefully he sticks with
So,
it. Anyway,
so he's gonna go back to school for that.
I wanted to take some online classes. I was actually going to, for Christmas, sign him up for some online graphic design classes.
Yeah.
Just to, get into something.
What's sad though is that a lot of companies won't hire you without some kind of degree.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually.
So if he was
Usually
going to
that's
move
the
on,
case.
pardon me.
I said usually that's the case.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, they don't care what your degree is. My wife has a friend that does what she does, and she was a geologist. She's a gravel monkey. She worked for the government. She went out and inspected sites and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And she's involved in the healthcare industry. But what I was going to say is, if anybody's listening, if you've got children or grandchildren that are going to be going to college in the next couple of years or going this fall, I know you're going to laugh and scoff because that's what we did when we went to a conference about back when my oldest son was senior in high school, and we met with this lady and came out and did a presentation. Yeah, she said she was asking this group of parents, how many of you have thought about Harvard? And people were just like busting out laughing. And she's like, no. She says you need to look at the private Ivy Leagues because they have big scholarship programs. They have to give away a lot of money, or they lose their scholarship tax deductibility of it.
Yep.
And she said that America and the world is full of people that can say, how much is it going to cost for 4 years? It's going to cost you $300,000, and they can write a check and it's good, but their child is stupid.
Mhm.
So they got to have poor smart kids to mix in there with the rich stupid kids so they can keep their standards up. And that's literally what she said.
Right.
She said, because who wants to go to a school that you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to go for, which going to NC State now for 4 years will cost you $150,000.
Mhm.
So she said, all it's going to cost you is an application fee. And she said she's had a lot of her kids go to Harvard and Yale and Princeton because they're really good students, and these schools need really smart students.
Yep.
So anyway, there's your little
Hi,
bit
Todd.
of information for the day.
No, you're right. You're right. Because a lot of these colleges, even like the private colleges and stuff like that, they need people to get the scholarships. And they
Yeah.
have them. There's a ton of scholarships out there. I mean, that you don't even know about, that ridiculous ones that you can get because nobody applies for them because you don't know about them.
Well, and another thing too is a lot of kids don't want to take the time to do it. What are you doing?
I'm
Right.
with Todd.
Oh, I see Todd now.
All you saw was me. That's
Kids don't want to spend the time to do that. They don't want to sit down and write essays and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's sad, but we have a program here in Charlotte or Mecklenburg CMS where you can get, it's called the Middle College Program, and for your junior and senior years, you finish up your high school diploma, but you go into the community college. So, like my son Vanya, he graduated 2 days before he graduated from CPC with an Associates of Arts 2 days before he graduated from high school and got his high school diploma. And it didn't cost us nothing.
right, because it's still
All
high
it
school.
cost us was we didn't even have to do transportation. He rode our CATS, our transit system, to school every day, and that saved him $60,000. Yes, they have to leave their friends, and yes, they don't have football programs or band programs or anything like that. But when you get to be a junior, and I know junior and senior years are supposed to be your best years, but nowadays you got to start looking at that $60,000 to $100,000 you can save by making the move and biting the bullet.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion, and
Right.
that's
Well, And this is what I'm thinking is that it's a really good life lesson to go to college. You know, it's a good experience because you're dealing, you know, with it kind of like makes you think differently about school and stuff, you know, because during high school and all that, you have to make yourself go and your parents have to make you go and you know, you don't want to go, but you know, and then in college, they could give a crap if you show up or not.
Mhm.
You know, they can give a crap if you do your work. So you have to want to do that. It's like self-motivation. And what is this? What is eBay? Self-motivation. It's a self-motivation based business. And you know, we have to want to do this. We have to want to make this work for us.
Mhm.
So I think it's a really good thing for kids to learn. And you know, so I don't, like I was saying before, I don't like, you know, push my kids to go to college. And I wasn't pushed to go to college when I was a kid either. But
Well, you can't push them
I
because
feel
if they're going just for you, they're not going to make it.
Yeah.
well, true. And I think a lot of kids are, you know, kind of, you know, maybe having some, you know, giving their parents a little bit of grief too and guilt about, you know, them pushing them. And then they get all these, you know, they get all these loans and everything and they're like, thanks a lot, mom and dad, you know, now I'm in, you know, now I'm in real trouble, you know. But
So, my doctor, last time I was going to see my doctor, we were talking, and he he's got a 14-year-old that's really, you know, his mom says, "Oh, the sink's plugged up." He goes and gets the tools and he takes the, you know, the P joint out and, you know, fixes it. And he said, "Son, do you like doing that?" He said, "I like doing that." And he says, "Well, why don't you go to school when you get out of high school to be a plumber?" And he's like, "Well, Dad, you know, that's a plumber." He said, "Son, if I had to pay somebody to come out and fix that joint for you, it was gonna cost me $150." And he didn't. That's just the labor of coming out and fixing it. He's like,
right.
I don't get paid $150 by the time all the other crap comes out of it to, you know. So there's nothing wrong. You know, this is a doctor saying there's nothing wrong with being a HVAC, a plumber, electrician, an auto mechanic, because you're going to pay the ass when you go to have that stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need people like that too. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't want to do that kind of labor. You know, they think, you know, well, that's not enough money, you know, to get my hands all shitty or whatever, you know, and so they're, you know, that turns them around.
What?
I said, have you ever paid for a plumber? They make money.
Oh yeah, they make good money. And HVAC, you know, it cost me $100 to have them just come out and clean the outside of my unit outside. You know, my heat pump. But you know, a friend of mine's got a son that has a degree in. Well, he's a archaeologist, but he's got a degree. His degree is in like Peruvian antiquities or some crap like that. He and his wife has the same degree. During the winter months, they're in our country, running a plumbing truck. They both work together and they go out and do plumbing. Mm-hmm. And then during the summer months, they go to Peru or wherever they're going to go, and to dig. And you know, they kind of got the best of both worlds. You know, because they got to live. But the point is that you can do what you want to do. You just got to make some exceptions. Have you started it yet, Sally?
Oh yeah.
Oh, have you?
See, he didn't hear you either.
Damn, Sally's going to get in her car and she's going to drive to New York and whoop up on Bridget.
She can drive to New York anytime she wants. She knows that. I won't be upset.
I'm sure Bridget would love that.
I would. We'll get a hotel somewhere. We'll hang out. Look, I'm wearing my Michigan shirt.
I know. Yeah, that's what Jennifer said. She's like, nice shirt, Bridget. And I'm like, oh, it says Michigan.
I got it from an auction. It was in a closet. Sally, how many people are in the... Hey, Amelia.
Now we got 6 altogether. Come on.
Come on, everybody. What the heck?
That's not even worth getting out of bed.
Come on. We got 20 people in here. Your role in the challenge would be all right.
Come on, people. And thumbs up, please. Please. And make sure you're subscribed, Sally, please.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day.
Oh my God, yesterday I had a freaking pack all day.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So sad. Come on, Sally. Let's get the violins out. Play for us. I'm so sad that Bridget sold a bunch of crap.
What did you say? A blackout? Oh, you sold a lot of stuff?
She packed on there.
Yeah. Sunday was a crazy day.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was a big day.
Well, that's awesome.
So I had 49 from eBay to ship out, and I had 4 from Poshmark and 1 from Etsy.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
So
the money, Bridget, in the money.
You're echoing, Nikki.
If I could keep it all, I'd be in the money, but I have to split it. So
What did you say?
You have to split it.
You're echoing. Right?
Yeah.
Truth. Yeah, she's got to split it with Chris.
Yeah, he gets half and I get half.
Well, you ought to just stick his half in the bank account so he can take you to Florida.
Yeah, right. No, we split everything.
Vacation fund.
We split everything. I pay half of all the bills. He pays half. We have separate. We just do everything separate.
Well, that's okay.
Wow, what a dick. I'm at the post office.
Talking about.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I heard that.
You have to call the fucking cops on you, dickhead.
Uh-oh.
What the hell happened?
I was at the post office, the guy pulled out in front of me, I honked my horn at him, and he gets all ticked off. He's got this old piece of crap loud truck. Not that I'm saying anything's wrong with that. I've got plenty of piece of crap cars. But he revs up his motor and backs up real fast, almost hitting somebody. And then he raises his hands like, go ahead. And then, so I go in front of him and I flipped him off, and then he flipped me off. And then I started pulling out, and he comes and he damn near hit my truck and ran and got all pissed off and came around me real fast, almost hit my mirror.
Oh, jeez.
Revving his motor like, ooh, I'm so cool. I got this big piece of crap load truck. Ooh.
Yes. Boy, Nikki, why don't you go home and take another shower and let's start the day over again?
I know, right?
Let's just
pretend. What's the drivers around here? They just, God, learn how to drive people. I mean, he pulled right out in front of me. I could, if I wouldn't have been paying as close attention as I was, I would have hit him. He pulled right out in front of me. And it's like, sorry if you can't keep your truck running long enough to pull out, but you know, you kind of got to watch where you're going. And hey, I've been there. I've had to.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had some definite pieces of crap cars in my life. You know, where every time I had to leave work, I had to make sure somebody was with me so that they could turn the key while I pounded on my starter. I mean, you know, I've had some doozies in my life, so I'm not saying anything. I'm just
I've had them too.
Nikki,
try to-
Yeah, but you don't have to be an asshole to
Right.
take it easy
Drive
on
them.
that poor vehicle. It's an old piece of crap vehicle. You got to take it easy on it. Don't be revving the motor like that. Don't know if it'll be your last time.
Nikki, that key starter your husband made for you.
Yeah.
You have to look online and see if there's anybody that's making those.
Yeah, that is.
I told my
That is-
husband, you got to patent that.
Yeah, I was gonna say y'all need to get off the stick and or get on the stick and get that thing patented if nobody else has got a patent on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
If having-
awesome. He made that. It's completely effortless. It's a little handle that goes around my key thing and it's completely effortless.
Do you know how many people with arthritis would love that?
Yeah.
You know?
I said, well, now it'll take it easy on your key thing, key turner, because I was tearing it up with the pliers, you know.
Oh no.
But yesterday I tried to start the car and I started crying, and because it hurt so bad, and I started tearing up, and then a few minutes later he goes, we need to go to your dad's. He goes, I need to go down in the shop and do some stuff. I said, what do you got to do? He says, never mind. Well, then later on, he comes up with this stupid looking thing, and I was like, what the hell's that? He goes, this is for you to start the truck.
Aww.
Look at that. He cares that you don't
That's
mess
like
up
the
his
best-
truck.
Wouldn't that be like the best Christmas present? Just that he thought of that and
Yeah.
did that for
Well,
you.
he's kind of I don't know what he made that thing for me last night. He fixed the pump this morning, and then when we got to town, he filled the tank up with gas, so I didn't have to. I was like, wow, what the hell's going on with you?
Wow.
Maybe you want some nookie.
Yeah.
If he's wearing
That's
his
exactly
ascot
what I was
when he
going to
picks you
say.
up, if he's wearing his ascot when he picks you up, you know, he's getting ready for some playtime.
Some nookie with Nikki. Nikki.
But I'm serious. That's a pretty cool looking thing.
It is.
And I was thinking when I saw it, it's like, you know, there's a lot of people with arthritis or they just don't have complete use of their hands.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, we have start buttons now, but all cars don't come with start buttons.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what he said. I said, we need to patent this. And he goes, no, it's all start button nowadays. He said the only people that'll have use for it are people that drive older vehicles.
Yeah, that's old people.
There's
They
a
have-
lot
There's
of
a lot of
people.
people who drive older vehicles.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
There's a
A lot of people who don't want to go out and spend $70,000-$80,000 on a brand new truck,
Nope.
you know, just so they can get a push button.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have the money to go spend that much on a brand new truck.
You know, well, just cars too. You know, I've looked at some that the difference between like a Ford Focus with the push button and without the push button, and it's like $4,000 difference. $4,000 is going to blow a lot of people out of buying a car.
Yeah.
Bridget, did you watch that video that Texas Val posted in the group yesterday, or not in the group, but the chat yesterday
Yeah, I did.
or last night? Oh, I did too. It's pretty good.
Is it?
I
did.
Yeah, it's very interesting because and it reminded me because Deb was talking about Poshmark and stuff this morning.
Oh my
But
God, I missed a ton.
basically what that lady says is that the community shares are important, but not as important as sharing your own store or your own closet, which everybody knows that's the most important thing. But she goes on to look through like her listings, like she shares her own pair of shoes, and then she goes in and looks at that, and looks for that pair of shoes specifically and sees that it's on the top of the search right away. And so, but then like a community share isn't going to take it to the top of the search. You're still going to be underneath, probably 100 listings or whatever.
Right.
But anytime that you share your closet, those listings are at the top. They go to the top, and then, of course, whoever shares after that, their own thing that is the same brand or whatever, that goes on top of that. But, so
I haven't been. I've been terrible at sharing. I haven't. But this past weekend, I've been sharing, and I sold 4 things on Posh. So, I mean, there's nothing to sharing.
Yeah. I'm really going to try. And I know that, putting more stuff on is a very good thing, too. So I'm going to try and put some more stuff on today. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, yes, of course, it's common knowledge that, you put, you do your own shares first. But I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was that important, or more important, I should say, than other shares. And so so really, the community shares is really a lot less than you sharing your own closet.
See, I share everybody else's, and then I share mine, which I know I shouldn't. I should go the other way, but that's how I do it.
Yeah, I'm really gonna have to, but I'm gonna try, and like they say, at least 3 times a day. I'm gonna try for 5, just because I don't have that many items in my store. I mean, I only like active listings, I probably only have like 125.
Okay.
So, but I'm telling you, I was trying to share everybody that I have in my like page. Oh my God. The other day, it was really bad. It was really hard. And so I'm just thinking, maybe I should just try to share 5 people a day or something. And then, the next day I'll, try to share the next 5 or something.
Todd,
what?
You haven't said anything since you've been on. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just can't get a word in edgewise. Y'all are just jabber, 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 jabber. My son went to college, jabber, 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 and my dog barks, jabber, 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 jabber. And my new invention that starts my cards.
Good morning, Todd.
Todd, do you need to go take another shower and start all over again too?
No, I'm fine. I'm just sitting here listening in because that's all I'm allowed to do.
Good morning, Todd.
Good morning, Todd.
We love you, Todd.
Yes,
I
we
love
do.
me too. Thank you.
Dog. So, Todd, you have the stage. What would you like to say?
I got nothing. I'm just happy to be here. Woohoo!
Todd, did you see your girlfriend yesterday?
Obviously not. He's grumpy.
What'd you get?
Oh my God! I showed it yesterday.
When?
Yeah,
he did.
He got a bunch of art yesterday.
I wasn't on there yesterday. All I saw was that oil painting.
Oh, you missed out.
Nobody told me this was happening, and
No, I'm not screen sharing to you little worms. You don't deserve it.
what?
Thanks over there saying, "Oh, go ahead and screen share." No, I'm good. I'm good. Y'all just talk. I'll sit here on the side.
Oh my God, Todd, be quiet and tell us what the hell you got.
I was waiting for him to screen share.
Well, I got 3 azimuths.
Oh.
Well, they're not listed yet, so I can't screenshot them.
Oh, you're waiting for today to list them.
I don't know. You know, I got so much to do to get ready for family Christmas stuff. I may not get to much listing till after Christmas. Man, I'm like, dang, we got to do this. We got to do that. I got to go
Do you have a list? Where's your list?
My wife, it's my list.
Oh, she doesn't write it out for you?
She knows exactly what I need to do, when I need to do it. And so I just wait for her to tell me.
Yeah, but you got to write it in writing. It's over here on the fridge.
And if I don't remember it, I get a text. So, we're good.
I need to ask Todd, use Todd's expertise. I got a little bracelet. It says 925 on it. But it's gold toned in spots. Can they anodize silver, or do they coat it with something? Or
Yeah, there's gold plated silver all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a gold plated right here on my desk. What is it? Let's see.
well, you can see silver coming through on the designs, but like the base part is like a gold color.
How much does that weigh?
I only have a postal scale, and it says, wait a minute, where's all that crack stuff I got around here?
You can set that postal scale to grams if it's got a mode button.
Units? Units?
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a wearable piece of jewelry, it's worth way more than its silver value. So you
Right.
I usually put weights in on sterling jewelry if it's a little heavier piece.
20 grams.
20 grams?
So that's well over half an ounce of silver. It's a medium, I would call that like a medium heavy bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that? There it is. No, that's not it. I've got a crucifix where Jesus is gold plated and but it's sterling silver.
I took that off your desk. I wanted it.
Oh, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah.
I may have already listed it and put it up.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
they do, Nikki. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they gold plate
Yeah,
silver
No big
all the time.
invention.
Well, thank you for your information. So how much is silver in an ounce or whatever now?
$14.69 a troy ounce
Yeah, that's for
melt value.
Yeah.
full silver. Sterling would be 7.5% less because it's got other metals in it.
And 925 is considered
925 parts per thousand, which is 0.275 or whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Why can't one of y'all live nearby me so I can take this stuff over to you and say, what the hell do I have here?
Just polish it and sell it on eBay. And yeah, that's got such a good weight to it. I would include how many grams it weighs in the listing.
I've been putting, anytime I've been doing silver, I've been putting the grams in it, in the title, just so they know. And then
yeah.
Go ahead.
Like this is a sterling silver necklace, but it doesn't weigh a whole lot, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to put the gram weight in it.
Right.
The chain and the cross and stuff, so it only weighs maybe 7 or 8 grams, so it's not. But like on a bracelet like this, it's got a little bit more heft to it. So if somebody didn't want it for the bracelet, they would want it for the silverware. So I would put the gram weight on that.
Anybody else get the 500 free listings yesterday?
Yep, I did.
I haven't looked.
I don't think I get free lists. Do I? I don't think I don't know. Probably not.
Either, but I got one.
Oh, yeah, I did get it. I didn't even read that message. eBay's last push at Christmas. I don't know.
Let's see.
Oh,
Get it.
Cha-ching.
Sold a camera. Obviously not from today because I have not even listed one thing yet.
Okay, I'm shipping
What?
one item today, but I have 5 unpaid items.
No, I don't.
You
have
start divvying out some invoices, mister.
Yeah. Well, I tried, but
Like, here's one for you.
2 of the 5 are foreign buyers, so them foreigners,
Yeah.
you can't send them an invoice. They get it through eBay.
Right.
So I'd have to send them a private message on eBay.
You know, what I seen was different. Was that they're actually letting us a tracking number for Grim, even though whenever I look it up, it doesn't tell me anything. Basically, it's just saying that it's updated to the next location or something. But for some reason, it's telling me it's saying that I have 2 tracking numbers. One is regular for USPS and one is for global shipping.
Uh-oh. Finally sold.
Get it.
something. Sterling silver tennis bracelet just sold for $20.
Nice.
Awesome. Good job.
Well, I guess Gary's not going to get rich on his invention.
Yeah, that sucks.
Daddy's
is there
not
one
gonna
already?
get invention. I have water. They already made it.
Well, good on him for thinking smart, though.
Yeah, but those ones aren't as good as mine is.
Well, then maybe he should.
Brokerage fee. The truth. Anyone ever have a brokerage fee? Double the value of the item shipped.
I
I
don't know
have
what you
no
mean a
idea what
brokerage
my
fee.
drop shippers charge their customers. How do you know what they charge their final customer? I don't understand the question. In other words,
Hello, Josh. Good to have you.
Good morning.
I watched a couple of Josh's videos yesterday.
Are you a reseller?
Everybody subscribe. Yep.
Ah.
Yeah. He
Who is it?
Lot of
is
Josh.
like Josh, yeah. He
Who's Josh?
he is
Yes, you will love us. Like the truth said.
yeah. We're very down to earth. I was trying to tell you, I think he's in the army or some kind of military branch. I know that I seen that he goes on, he has trainings and stuff. But then he does reselling on the side. So
Welcome.
International.
What's
Yeah.
his name?
very good to have you.
The truth said international shipping via UPS showed up at the buyer's door wanting double the amount COD.
No.
Never heard of it before.
So what the hell?
Hello.
What?
What's his name?
Josh!
Lots
That's
of Josh.
the name of his channel.
Lot of Josh.
Lots
of
of
Josh.
Josh. Okay.
Yes.
Because I can't see the chat. Remember, I'm on my phone.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, except
like,
we told you
What
like
is
3
his name? She's
times.
like Josh. I'm like, okay, well, I know lots of Joshes.
It's like Theo.
Like
We
Seal.
told you 3 times, dang it.
Yeah, I'm gonna sub to him.
Hi, Josh. I will sub to you as soon as I'm not driving.
Nikki lives in her vehicle since you've never been here before, and
That was the other day. The other day I was at home and on the show with Valerie and Carol. Well, then a little bit. I don't know if we were on a show or if we were on a private hangout. No, I think we were. No, we were live. Anyways, I was like, I gotta go to the store. So I get in my truck and Carol goes, "You're home."
oh, funny.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's the time to do it, Josh. That's how I did mine. Is I was on unemployment and I made sure I ramped up my business so when my unemployment ran out,
Yeah.
I was good. Hey, Kathy. Oops, I'll be back. I have a delivery. A delivery.
Well, I'm Poplar Picker and I will sub to you.
And she is the one that matters the most, just so everybody.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
She will be the one to brighten up your day.
Yeah.
With some of the stuff that she.
You guys are landing on kind of thick.
My daughter, that was my daughter, Brandy.
Alexa.
It's like you guys are laying it on kind of thick. See, I told you people
We
like
need to
it.
get waiters here pretty soon.
You better be nice to your mother.
It's my civil duty.
Everybody loves Nikki.
Oh yeah, for sure.
See, you need to change your channel to I Love Nikki.
Here, up to your favorite channel. I will thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are y'all headed out west?
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, yeah, we're road tripping this today.
Oh my God.
How you guys doing?
We're good, hanging in there. You hear Marcel,
That's
right?
good.
Another day, just lovely road trip with the truck drivers.
Kathy.
Hey.
Hey, Marcel.
Hello. How's everybody?
We're all good.
Doing all right.
It's hard to hear. Good morning, everybody in the chat. We may not be able to see the chat very much. Let's see. We're gonna take y'all on a road trip. Marcel,
Oh my God! Be careful. Tom's gonna flip out.
No, because the man's driving.
Oh my God. You did not even.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God.
He did.
That's it. I'm kicking you off right now.
In this case, I have to agree with her.
Get kicked off. You know why?
Marcel, you better be quiet. She's right there by the wheel.
I know, right? Cops on this road. You better be careful. We done hit Arkansas.
Oh God. You're in Arkansas.
Oh, I know. Hey, hey, Kathy, Sharky Moms. Hey, everybody in the chat. How's everybody
Good. All right. I haven't even listened to anything yet, but
Either.
still working on shipping.
Me too.
Oh, that's good.
I see your radar detector. Are you planning on speeding?
Yes, I always plan on speeding, so that is a necessity when I drive, especially.
Okay. Just curious.
But we're going through Texas, so you and Valerie have to wave to us when we drive by.
There you go, Todd.
We're coming to see you. It's a
Oh,
surprise
no.
Marcel's dropping her off to you, and he's leaving.
That's it. Yep.
She's yours.
Are y'all taking I-40?
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing the lower area because we don't know, with Oklahoma and all them, they get snow this time of year. So I have to, didn't want to go up north close that way. We want to go the lower way.
Oh no, not the snow.
I know, I'm not going through snow. Shut, Bridget. I've got shorts and flip flops. It's 80 degrees there, damn it.
Oh my God.
I know Marcel goes, I don't think you want to go live with me driving on here. I said, hell, it's Sally's channel. It'll be okay.
What up with that?
I said Marcel said he didn't think we were going to go drive live with him driving because he's done everybody. I said, it's okay. It's Sally's channel. They're used to
Yeah.
it.
True that.
Hey, Deb. Hey, Jennifer.
My God, I think Brandon started eating my scissors because I can't find any pairs.
Oh, God.
Brandon ate your scissors? Is that what you just said?
I think so. I have like 4 pair, and I can't find any of them.
She has
And
3
so
dogs. She blames her husband on eating the scissors. That's pretty bad.
Now we have the kitchen scissors that we're using to freaking cut bubble wrap and stuff.
No wonder Brandon's been in bed so much napping. He's not feeling well from eating. He's cutting up the side.
Now we know.
Give him some laxatives.
Can I ask y'all another question?
Sure.
What would you call this kind of bracelet? It's got
How
little
long
links.
is it?
It's 8 inches.
It's a tennis bracelet.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And it's got little links.
Little X's.
Yeah, little X's.
Yeah, it's a tennis bracelet.
An X tennis bracelet.
I guess I call it.
Oh.
X's and
This is gonna be a boring drive. Ain't nothing but straight farmland out here.
yeah, there's nothing to look out that way.
Well, you're supposed to slide over there beside him and y'all, hold hands and talk about how much you used to love each other before you've been married for 25 years.
Look, Tom, if we can survive this 2-hour drive, that's going to be a marriage just in itself. We've done it once. We both lived. We're going to see the second time. It's hard,
How long will it take you to get where you got to go?
It said about 20 hours. So about 20, 21 hours. It just depends on how we had to bring the other little puppy with us. I can stick him in our little suitcase. I got him back. Let's see. He's hiding up underneath there. So we could bring him with us now.
Oh my God, Marcel, 20 hours in the car with Kathy? I'll be praying for you.
Somebody here pray for him.
I'm praying for you.
One of us is going to end up dead. But yeah, it should take us about 20 hours. We ended up getting a late start this morning, but we ended up having to package up 4 items and drop them off to our box lady because she takes postage stuff, so which was good. And she was open at 8, so long trip.
Oh my God.
I know. So Todd, we're gonna come stay the night with you tonight, and then we're gonna head the rest of the way.
I got plenty of death pile for you to sleep on here, so come on.
Your bedroom is probably
You can have your choice. Would you rather sleep on backpacks or picture frames?
I'll do backpacks.
Okay.
Marcel said picture frames. See, we're all set. We're not choosy. We're not picky people. The resale life.
Oh man.
Oh,
Nikki, I don't like that key holder as well as I do y'all's.
That key holder.
Yeah, her loving husband made her a key gadget so she could start the truck with.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And it's really cool looking.
Okay, I have a short story. You ready?
Yep.
Customer bought a bottle of perfume on December 16th and hasn't paid for it yet. then I just got a message just now that says, would you please ship this quickly? I'm going to be out for Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
And then you say, could you please pay quickly?
So I wrote him a note. I said, I would have already shipped it, but you haven't paid for it yet. Thank you for your order. I will ship quickly as soon as you pay. Sincerely, Todd.
Todrick.
Ooh,
I got another longer story if you want to hear it.
of course. Go for it.
This requires a screen share.
Oh, I knew it. I knew that was coming, right, Hank? We knew eventually the screen share would come.
Y'all ready? Okay. This is going to take a while because I never can tell a story very well. Anyway, you see this watch?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this watch?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. This watch was purchased by a customer, and then they asked to cancel the order, so I canceled the order. So another customer bought this watch after I relisted it, and then I got a message from the first customer saying, can you cancel my order? So I thought it was the new customer asking. So I sent in a cancellation request. And the new customer sent me a message. No, I denied that. I really want the watch.
Oh, gosh.
So anyway, I went, oops, I'm sorry. So that's what all this messaging is about. And so I sent him a picture of the shop that where, I got this from my girlfriend, where I bought the watch, and told him a little story about how I acquired the watch. And so he says, just printed out the picture. It'll be brought back to life by overhauling and storing. I have no store. I just complete watchmaking shop for the fun of it. 10 years ago, I got disabled at age 31. And because I never will get to work again, I started a watchmaking hobby. So the watches saved my life. So, and then he sent me a picture of his watchmaking shop in Belgium. So there
Cool.
it is.
Oh,
Does-
wow.
Don't you have a bunch of crystals and things
Crystals.
for watches?
You have watchmaking supplies. You should tell them.
Already sold all those.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's cool, though. Wow,
It's
that's
really
good for a hobby.
So I thought it was cool that this watch is going to somebody who's just going to
Yeah.
keep it and work on it and have it. The watch didn't work, but it's solid gold. So he bought it for $220.
Oh.
So the watch is on its way to Belgium.
Nice.
Very nice.
That is the cleanest shop.
It is.
God, if my eBay inventory looked like this shop, man.
Yeah, but watches are a little bit smaller than our eBay inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought
Hey,
that
Kat,
was a neat story. Sometimes in reselling, you can actually touch a life.
That's good, though. It's kind of neat.
That is kind of cool.
Look at those blue skies. All I see is gray here.
No, no. It's
Wait,
pretty.
is that a crack through your windshield?
Oh yes, it's a big crack. See? Oh. That's the work truck.
All right, you need to go to your insurance, get glass coverage on it now, and then replace it in a month, and then take the glass coverage off.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have to do that.
Yeah.
I noticed you spent a few seconds videoing that RV that huge RV you just went by.
I know.
Is that what y'all going to get once Marcel retires?
Yes, that's our whole plan. That big old tour bus that we just passed by.
Yeah.
Something like that.
About $1.5
you
million.
know? About $1.5 million. I figured you could finance it for me since you got all that good hard old money that I could just borrow some money from you.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do for you. I'll see what I can do for you.
What's your approximate location now, Kathy?
Where are we? It says we're Highway 63 and 40. I don't know, somewhere close to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, I thought you said you were in Texas.
Oh no, we gotta go through Texas.
They'll be there. You have time to clean up.
Yeah, go ahead and clean the house.
Did you say Highway 63?
It says something about 63. I think 63 is probably next to it or something. Other way, maybe. I don't know. I don't do roads very well. That's why I don't drive long distances. I stay in my area. I stay in my lane. But I just know we'll probably be hitting Little Rock pretty soon. But it'll be before we even get through Texas, for sure. And then we'll be there for about another 20 hours.
Remember that show On the Road with Charles Kuralt?
Yeah.
So this is On the Road with Kathy
and Marcel.
Renault.
How do you say your last name?
Renault.
Renault. Just like it's spelled.
No. She is Madame Renault.
No, Renault. Shut up, Renault. Yourself.
It's just like the car. I used to have a car like that.
Yeah, and there were Renaults.
It's a Renault.
Renault.
Dang it. South. Southern.
She is Madame Renault.
And Madame Renault. Let that Southern slang get it.
That's like on British TV. They had a show called Keeping Up Appearances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the show was about this lady who thought she was high society and she wasn't. Anyway, her last name was Bucket, but she always told everybody it was Bouquet.
Oh, good God. If your name's Bucket, deal with it.
Yeah, her husband Richard said it was always Bucket until he married Hyacinth.
Oh, good Lord.
But you know, that's what the name of Charlie is in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is Bucket.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, Charlie Bucket. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that.
Steve, hanging out with me.
I know. See, so much knowledge. Sounds like you had all that useless knowledge in there for nothing.
You're having a successful video because you have a FedEx truck in here.
I know. I can just jump those packages to him. Here, take these for me.
Have you ever noticed every TV show, like if they're filming in New York or something, there's always a FedEx truck in here?
Yeah. There's always one somewhere.
You need to be singing Westbound and Down.
We got to figure out like all of the stuff. If he has like a whole bunch of stuff at his house, like how are we gonna bring all that back? And it's just once we get one of those.
U-Haul trailers are cheap.
This is Marcel's father.
Yeah, it's Marcel's dad.
Is Marcel an only child?
No, he has 5 other brothers and sisters.
Oh.
If that's what you want to call them.
Okay.
Family members.
Well, I'm sure they'll be there.
He said they were all raised in the same house. Let's put it that way.
Say that again.
He said they were all raised in the same house. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Gotta love family.
Yep. Especially when there's a passing, because all the vultures show out.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're not even coming. Yeah,
With their begging bowl.
It's just us.
You got your trailer with you?
No. No, if we need a trailer, we'll get one there. I don't want to do anything unless we have to.
They might have some good storage lockers up there.
Yeah, you want me? Give me a zip code and I'll look for you.
Let's look you up here.
Come on, Bridget. Let's get on Storage Treasure and see what we can hook around with.
You know we probably will, right? I told Marcel we should do some retail arbitrage while we're up here. If I can find some stuff.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta at least, guys, do. You gotta at least.
Do what?
You gotta at least do some thrifting while you're there.
Yeah. I turned y'all back around. Y'all don't want to see my ugly face. So hey, guys. It's better if y'all are on the road trip with us. Y'all got an 8-hour road trip. If my phone lasts that long.
Watch out
You know-
for burner trucks.
There's channels where people they have a dash cam on, and
Yeah.
they just record.
Yeah.
You know, they're driving across the country, and they just let it run and record.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's probably what we'll do. We're going to take some video while we're out here because, I mean, there's some interesting stuff as you drive through the different places. But I figured, hell, y'all are having a challenge, so we'll hang out as long as we can, and then I'll have to mute out every once in a while, but I'll probably keep the camera on so y'all can see the road trip area.
Sounds cool.
It'll
Yep.
give y'all something to look at while y'all are listening.
Listing, is that what we're supposed to be doing?
I think so, but I think right now I hear a lot of packing going on, which is a good thing.
I've already seen all that road many, many times.
Oh, I bet you have, Nikki. Nikki's like, I don't need to see that shit. I'm good. You'll get to hear me cuss at these stupid drivers that know how to drive. I'm really bad at telling them how to drive.
Wow,
This
pirate
would be
ship just saved me $5.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, it was going to cost $14.88 to ship priority with eBay shipping, and pirate ship is $10.76.
Huh.
Dang.
I don't think I ever seen that big of savings on pirate ship.
Todd, how much did you save on that one pot when I showed you pirate ship? It was a lot, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
It was like almost $10. It was a lot.
Yeah.
We save a good bit on there with smaller packages too.
Yeah, see,
But
this is a 10 by 8 by 5, I think, package going to Washington, and it weighs 3 pounds.
Ah,
Did y'all see that stuff I put in Facebook where they showed you changes of the 2019 increases and how you can download your thing?
Yeah,
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't like the changes. I don't like the first class changes.
No.
Yeah, but sometimes pirate ship can save you a lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everybody needs to do pirate ship.
Yes, definitely. I like
Yeah.
the fact that you can import everything and do the scan sheet right there, and that's great.
I like the bigger labels, the bigger printed labels, the bigger writing on them.
Yes. It's
I'll be right
definitely
back.
a lot better. Okay.
Yeah, going to my home away from home.
Yeah. Hellfire, Mr. Sadie.
Hey, Mr. Sadie.
Oh, I never heard back from my wonderful customer that I had with that email last night. Well, not even my customer.
Looks like he's way too close. I hate it. I can't stand it when somebody's getting that lane.
Yeah.
Man, Marcel's a lot quieter than we are when we drive.
Oh, trust me. Because I'd have been, it'd have been like a whole bunch of cuss words bleeped out.
Oh, me
like,
too.
removed.
All you're doing is driving down the interstate for crying out loud.
Because these truck drivers sometimes don't know how to move over. And then some people want to get in the way of the truck drivers and not move over either.
Those damn truck drivers. You
I
how they
know.
are.
Oh, shoot. Then I've got that auction with Carol and stuff. It's like, now I got to leave. What the frick? I can't get my purse, my little wristlets. But that's so fun.
Are you guys going to be back in time for Christmas, or
We hope.
just depends?
Yeah, we're hopefully get there. They said that he was at that where he's responding, but just nodding, but he's not taking his meds. He's not drinking or eating. He's kind of just laying in bed. So it's just got to that point we don't know if we'll be there for 2 days, 2 weeks. Hopefully
Right.
not 2 weeks, but Oh, here we go. There's a store right there coming up.
We gotta get out here.
Don't.
Literally.
Oh, get off here. Marcel says we got to get off here.
He's got to pee.
No, the Triple X Adult World.
Oh,
God. Oh, we have our own adult world. It's called Brandon.
I know, right? Marcel said he can't do that with Brandon, so he's just gonna get off there. I don't know, but no, it's hopefully we'll get there in time for everything and just kind of be able to handle everything that we need to handle.
Yeah, you guys drive safe.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Hank. Yeah, I hope we get there. I mean, like I said, they said he's got, but he talked to him, was it Saturday night? Saturday. And he seemed to be, he was lethargic, but kind of like messed up a little bit. And he just said he was just ready, he just was waiting for Marcel to get there to see him.
Oh.
Yeah. And I swear to God, between Boo and then him, it's like Boo was fine Saturday. We had a good birthday, you know, did our own little thing. And then Sunday, everything was great. And then Sunday night, Boo started having problem breathing. And she went in and laid outside. And she never recouped from it. So,
Oh.
I don't know. I told Marcel, I said, I think she went to go be with his dad. So, there's some kind of connection there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a country song, right, Phil? But we got her taken care of yesterday. We took her to our vet. They have it's called Dixie Memorial, and they do like it's pet cremations, pet burials, and all that. So we're getting her cremated, and they have it's a scatter garden is what they call it, and they scatter the ashes out there, and you can go visit the garden whenever you want to. It's 7 days a week, you know, it's open all the time. And it's real pretty out there.
That's good.
Yeah. That's what we did with our other lab dogs that we had. Male. So.
Oh, Brandon, your packing skills.
I had to call him in here because I sold that freaking that waffle maker that Carol sent me.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And yeah, and I was trying to freaking wrap it, and I'm like, I'm gonna throw this dang thing out the window because I can't do it. I'm not a good like Christmas wrapper or anything like that. I don't do. Brandon wraps all the Christmas gifts and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I think that's enough tape. I think you have like 10 layers now. There
Hey,
you go.
Mr. Sadie.
I know, Brandon. Just package it all up so it looks like a big eBay package. There you go. Nobody's here. Just keep going. Oh, God.
Are you still wrapping, Bridget?
Kind of. Yeah. Oh, you missed. I see a brown spot, Brandon. Nope, not done yet. There's a brown spot on that box.
Bridget said there's a bald spot on that box.
Silences.
Right there, Brandon. You see it? It's right there. Not there. But on the box.
Spot on.
You
That
got
looks
an open
pretty.
spot. You need to go in. Oh my God. Jesus. Good thing that you get freaking that from eBay. What the hell?
Other than what
I fine.
When I first come in here.
I have a lot of tape to spare. Just
I
so
see
you know.
that.
Well, it's better than when I first come in here. Let me tell you.
Him and the belly, I swear to God. I
Oh,
would
good
love
God.
to take some paint. I need paint. I need him to paint his belly.
Yes, something.
Please. I need like a Christmas tree, something.
Oh my God.
Really, Brandon? Really? A hot mess, I swear. Jesus Christ. See, you ain't gotta worry about it. She's that Brandon. If we don't get her kicked off, Brandon will.
Mr. Sadie said Brandon is my hero.
Wow, Mr. Sadie. Kathy, I think that crack is going farther and further.
I know.
What's the measurement?
I don't know.
Brandon
You got tape
probably
measure.
more.
I want to go to measure. You got tape measure.
I don't know.
Let's see. I'm 5 foot.
I'm crying and I can't see.
Oh, we can
Measurement is
see.
5 foot.
I know you can see.
34 inches.
Oh, now he's measuring himself. Let's turn off the camera now.
Can we get our mic until we got our
12,
magnifying
10.
I don't think so, Kathy.
6.
First
Well,
thing I
10,
see when I
6.
get in my truck is Brandon in freaking underwear. You saying he's measuring himself?
Oh my God, Josh, don't look up. No, please, everybody.
Let's see. I'm
Make sure you use the millimeter size so it makes you feel better.
Oh, you know, big picture, Brandon.
Somebody's gonna watch this later and go, "What kind of shit show is this?"
And we have poor
Oh my
Josh, the new subscriber.
Yeah.
I am so pumped.
Well, the truth told you that we were down to earth here, right?
21.
Now tell Valerie to go back and watch that.
Oh God, Billy would die.
Valerie be like, that wasn't on my channel.
Sally, you get a text message right now.
25.
Oh God.
Brandon, quit it.
I can see Valerie right now.
Oh my God. Valerie would have muted you, cut
She's
your
flipping
camera
shit
off.
right now.
He's making me
Oh, God.
freaking blush. That's pretty bad.
Hank,
What?
oh my God, what the hell is he doing?
Shut up, Bridget. You're encouraging them.
I'm not encouraging.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
Price measurements.
That's funny.
We don't need complete rise measurements. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
What are people having for lunch today? Just kind of change the stuff.
Nothing now. Done. The appetite's gone. Kidding.
Yeah, Brandon can't measure any further because that tape measure is probably not in millimeters.
See, now
Oh,
what you need,
damn.
Sally, is to have him do that again, and then you can put that in your pictures. This is how we measure your inside rise. You know, Brandon picture. There
Right.
you go.
Right? That's a good idea.
I know.
Here we got my husband who stands behind my sheet because I hang up that sheet. And he's like, dear, is the camera off? And he's fully clothed. And then we got Brandon who's like, hello, world. What are you doing over?
Oh, now he's flexing.
Oh,
I see
Lord.
that.
Be careful you don't hurt something, honey.
Ron's going.
Yeah, but Gary's come a long way. He at least will say hi to us now.
Yeah. He's improving.
Mm-hmm.
He's advancing in his YouTube experience.
Who knows? Maybe within the next year, my husband will be prancing around in his boxer briefs.
Like kids.
Yeah, I doubt that,
because it's going to California.
Probably why. Go on my new cubic weight instead of weight.
Anybody want a new truck?
Yeah.
Trying to sound a cubic.
Hey, Joe.
It took Gary like years to allow me to put a picture on Facebook.
That's
Oh
what's good.
goodness.
Yeah, even if you put it in a bag, it'll still say it'd be the
Yeah.
same thing, so it don't matter.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you like us a lot of Josh.
You won't find any people on YouTube like us.
Nope.
Oh God.
Mm-mm.
No,
Well, they're not
No, you
bottom.
will not.
I've been to the bottom of YouTube, and we're pretty classy compared to them guys.
Yeah, Nikki says she's been there. She ain't lying about that.
Them guys call us high class.
We have seen the links every morning.
Yep.
Here, watch this. Some guy trying to enlarge his.
Why do you need to wait to share the challenge with us, Beth?
We can't hear, Sally.
Huh?
We can't hear.
What did you say?
I can't hear.
You can't hear? Okay, is that what you're signing? Or because I can't hear?
Sally, what the heck are you pointing up?
What am I rapping?
Yeah.
Trays.
Oh.
I sold these.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to use my bubble wrap on them, but they don't need much protection.
I've always done pretty well with those trays. I've got about 50 of them in the house.
Wow.
Yeah, Nikki, they sell still, so
So they're probably in their storage shed somewhere.
I might be exaggerating. It's probably about 20 of them.
Oh no, I think you're probably right.
Actually, I got a few different stocks of them, actually. So they're
so
I got a brain freeze.
Freeze.
Oh,
God dang it.
I got a
I'm packaging up this blood pressure monitor and it turned on. Dang it.
oh,
I just finished putting it in the box and all of a sudden I hear like, oh man.
oh great.
I gotta take
Where
it.
the hell did my?
I know it had batteries in it.
I already wrote in some of these cards. Where the hell do they go now? I'm losing my damn mind this morning. I'm telling you.
You already lost it.
Yeah, that
Yeah, it's been gone now.
This morning
Oh
was
my
already
gosh. There it is.
don't answer it.
I'm not going to work today. I have enough work to do.
Yes, you do. Maybe Brandon will work for you. Tell him to go.
They must have really got that fire. They must have really got that fire out last night because I thought I would have at least seen it smoldering this morning, but I don't see any smoke at all.
Oh wow, that was a big fire too. You would think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they figured just the wood alone that there was a company there reclaiming the wood, you know, because it was 120-year-old. They figured that was at least $400,000 loss in that wood.
Wow.
And there was some cranes there that burnt up, so they're figuring about 10 point something million dollar damage
Wow.
That's crazy.
on an elevator that isn't even operable anymore. They were reclaiming the wood off. We're doing.
Mr. Sadie says this video says listing challenge. I see two people driving and a half-naked man measuring himself. This is clickbait at its best.
Yeah. We have nothing to do with the naked man measuring himself.
Yeah, and I'm always driving.
Oh, you guys are funny.
And just so the new person on the channel knows, I'm not an Uber driver.
Yes, she is. No, she just lives in that truck. She's not an Uber driver. She just lives in there.
I drive people around for free all day.
My kids have saw Nikki in her van so much that when she quit driving the van, they were like, "What's wrong with Miss Nikki's van?"
Hey, Kathy, did they not forward like they were going to? I've never had any issues. I had that happen one time, and the people were really good about it.
Yeah, Tom, where's my house? Your kids told you to buy me a house back in the day. Oh, my van. Where's my house?
Well, I'd have to buy you one down here. I think I caught the conversation, but about the fire and the reclaimed wood.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the old elevator. It's 120 years old. It's a big green elevator.
Uh-huh.
It used to be like the biggest. But anyways, you're in Duluth, Superior. We're a big shipping port. Well, anyways, it was an old grain elevator, and they were reclaiming the 120-year-old wood off of it.
Right.
And they figure when they were like cutting us, they were probably cutting through or cutting some metal or something. They caused a spark and ended up catching fire. Yeah, it went out pretty fast. It was a pretty big fire. All that old wood, you know, it goes up pretty easily.
And I bet it was hot too.
Yeah.
That old,
And then there were cranes. There was a couple of big cranes, and then there was a bobcat there. Well, they ended up getting the bobcat out, but they didn't get the cranes out.
Oh no!
Like, yeah, they got the least expensive thing.
Right. Forget about the bobcat. Get the cranes out.
Yeah. I imagine once it started going real bad, though, I imagine it got pretty freaking hot. You couldn't even get anywhere close to it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Coast Guard was there trying. I'm assuming they were trying to get them to fight it from the water side. I don't know. There's water on three sides of it. You know, it's on the lake. You know.
That sucks, Kathy. She says
Right.
she sent the labels to the customer and stuff, the ones that got mixed up, and they dropped it in a FedEx box.
And you got the extra charges.
Yep.
No, if you ask Bridget, that's okay.
Nikki,
Ow.
I never said I dropped the USPS package in a FedEx.
I just kidding.
You know what'd be funny? To have all of you four ladies in a we'll throw Valerie in there too. That'll be 5 in a cage match. See who.
Oh my
You can
God.
only use words. You can't touch each other. You can only use words and see who the last one's standing. Because some of these little digs have been like stick the knife in and twist it a couple of times.
Don't you know that we can do that because we're women? We know how to hurt your heart.
Yeah.
That just shows how good friends we are. We can dig each other, you know, do digs at each other, and we still love each
Oh
other.
yeah.
Until they get on, they turn their camera off and their mic off, and they go, "God, what a bitch!"
I can honestly say I have.
I know I'm a bitch. So.
About any of them.
I only call Sally that. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Only because I know I am one.
Hello. Christina's one.
I have no problem with that. Now, if
I
you
was
call me the
just
C word, we are going to rock and roll.
Well, they'll be fighting.
I was going to say, because that's a term of endearment to Sally, so, you know.
Yeah. Hey, bitch, what's going on? You know? Yeah.
Backing to the 100-year-old elevator grain burning down. A friend of mine bought 3 acres of land and it had an old farmhouse on it and an old barn. He sold the wood out of the old farmhouse and the old barn.
Yeah.
They were about to fall down to a furniture making company in Charleston, and they just about paid for the damn land just buying the wood from them.
Yeah. Yeah, they figure just alone, the wood alone was over $400,000 worth of wood that they lost. I was pretty sad to see that wood gone. I mean, I know I sold some wood off my old pump house. My pump house, the roof caved in, and I ended up selling part of the wood off of there. I haven't sold it all yet, but
how big a pump house do you have?
Huh?
How big a pump house do you have?
Not very big.
If to us a pump house is like 3 feet by 3 feet.
Oh no, it's bigger than that. It's probably because it used to be. It was the pump house where they used to put the milk too.
Oh, okay.
So it's got a big cement. It's got a big cement tub in it and everything. But it's probably 10, 12 by 12 or so.
That's a storage building down here.
Yeah, the roof caved in though. It was such a nice little pump house though. It was so cute.
What do you call like a pull tab on a zipper? Is there a fancy name for it?
A pull tag on a zipper.
Is that what it's called?
Zipper tab?
I mean, it's like a little fancy one with their name printed on it and everything. Okay, I'm going to use pull tab on the zipper. I'm being needy today. I know I am.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that? Kidding.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
You're mean to me.
That's Queen Bee to Tom.
Queen Bee, that's right. Queen Bee, your majesty, your majesticness.
Oh, God. Oh. I'm almost done packing.
It's supposed to get up to 37 today. I think I'm going to work at the storage shed today.
Woo!
It's getting nice out.
37, that's shorts weather for Nikki.
I know, it's beautiful. I'm wearing pants today, but I'm wearing long pants. Or I mean, thin pants. I know, I was contemplating wearing shorts today.
Sure you were. I'd be frozen solid if I wore shorts at 37. Oh my gosh. Even though I live where I live, I still can't.
Well, like I said, this time of year, 37 is gorgeous. Now 40 degrees in September and November, then I'm freezing.
Right.
I had to go to my dad's house and ship my stuff here. Because I was lazy last night. I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't do my shipping last night at home. Got to bring it all to town today. Do it at my daddy's.
I love that you have so many multiple places that you can run your business.
I have eBay tape at my dad's house too. I have an extra scale here.
Do you have a mannequin at your dad's house?
No, but I have one at my daughter's.
Well, I know. We've seen the Christmas party photos.
I know. I told her I'd take it out of her. She's like, no, we love the mannequin. I was like, all right. I don't even use the mannequin really much anymore. I just hang the stuff.
Yeah. It's easier to just hang.
No, her and her friends love the mannequin.
Well, that's the type of man to have right there. Tell her.
Yeah, you won't talk back. You don't have a head. And then one of her friends is like, why does that mannequin have such a big bulge? And she goes, oh, that's my mommy's handle. So she carries them.
Do you really carry him by that?
I do.
Oh God. Oh, Hank, you're leaving all the fun. Have a good day, Hank.
Bye, Hank.
My dad should be calling me anytime now because he'll be watching the cameras and he'll see me. He'll be like, hey, packing stuff at my house again?
Just don't mess with his computer.
No. See, right there, eBay tape at my dad's house. Right there on the dining room table. That's my eBay tape.
Oh my gosh, how funny.
He was actually happy I left it here one day because he had to mail a package back to eBay from eBay. He had to mail a package back to the buyer or to the seller because it broke on its way. He's like, "Hey, I used some of that eBay tape." I said, "The seller's going to look at your feedback and see you never sold anything. Wonder where you got the eBay tape from."
Nanya? You need to tell him it's Nanya.
What would you call scents? Like perfume and cologne? What, like just scents or
Fragrance?
Fragrance.
fragrance? Okay.
La toiletry.
La toilette.
It's toilet water.
Now listen, we can't say French as much as well as Todd.
I know, right?
Oh,
Brenda Bew. I just love that came out of his mouth when he was trying to do French.
Monty Python, where they're standing at the French castle, and I parked in your direction. Oh.
I will shake my privates at your auntie.
Oh God. What? Don't get Brandon going.
That's a line from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Okay, but when Brandon hears that, he thinks you're requesting.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Brandon. No,
Pass. Abort. Pass. Yeah. All those things.
All right.
Oh, come on, people, buy my stuff.
I know, right? What the hell's wrong with you?
Deal.
What's up, Henry? What's up, Henry?
Oh.
Go ahead, little guy. Yeah, go ahead.
Is that Henry?
Yeah.
Can we
Henry Pumpkin.
Can we see him again? How's his
Yeah.
hair look?
Come here, Henry. If you'll let me catch him, little shit.
Woohoo! I used one of my 500 free listings.
I don't have any free listings.
Because they don't like you like me.
Probably, they probably didn't give it to anchor stores. Aww, your
Henry.
hair looks so cute still. So cute.
Little spoiled rotten brat is what he is.
But he's a cute, spoiled, rotten brat.
Yeah, he is. Let me tell you, this dog's an asshole.
Dang.
Well then.
I told my dad one day, I'm like, Dad, your dog's an asshole. He goes, what did Henry do now? He's just an ass.
You better be nice to that dog because he's gonna leave everything to the dog, and you're gonna get squat.
Yeah. Sad thing is, I could totally see that. I'm just kidding.
Listen, my mom had a Chihuahua Yorkie mix, and when that dog was like her fourth son, when they would go off for the weekend, my dad would give my brother and I, because when we were teenagers and still lived at home, he'd give us $10 to be $5 for each night that we're going to be gone, so we could stop by and get him a plain hamburger, and then we'd come home and tear up the hamburger patty, and he'd eat the meat.
Oh God.
That's how spoiled that dog was. First time my mom boarded him at the vet, she wanted to see where they would be staying at, so they took her to the back. And my mom said, "But he used to sleeping on a king size bed." And the attendant back there said, "Ma'am, we don't have any of those here." He used to sleeping on a king size bed. When that dog passed away,
then
my mom was in tears.
But my son,
Go ahead.
go in that cot over there. My son can sleep in the cot.
Yeah. The hell with the boys can defend them for themselves.
Oh gosh, I can't. I will not ship UPS. Nope. I'll ship FedEx and I'll ship USPS. I will not. UPS is terrible.
Especially this time of the year.
Oh.
They're worse this time of the year. They're bad regular. But,
and try to get an insurance claim through them. Forget it. They will blame you for every little thing.
Yeah, we had a girl that worked at the law office I worked at. And she worked UPS, UPS. And she said, "Don't, whatever you do, don't send your packages through them. They throw them. They don't care.
Yep.
You're not going to get no claim money.
You will not get a claim through them. Nope.
It's really hard.
Where FedEx, I've had to file a couple claims and no issues. But UPS, And whatever you do not take your FedEx Smart Posts to the post office.
Yes. Just ask Bridget. And if you do, don't tell me about it.
Take them to a FedEx location, because if you do and you mention it to Nikki, you'll have a 30-minute sermon on why you shouldn't.
It's your 30-minute life lesson, young lady. You better pay attention.
Well, I did. I thought I was going to get the ruler on the back of the hand.
You almost did. If we lived close enough, you probably would have.
You got to get time.
What gets me about UPS is they just bring stuff and leave them on your steps. They don't ring the doorbell. They don't knock, nothing. They just...
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the YouTube video about the guy? It's like a couple of guys that are like major programmers and things like that. And they had stuff stolen off of their front porch. And so he built a package that had like 4 cell phones in it. So when they stole it, they could track the package because of the phones. It was recording everything and sending it to the cloud. The biggest thing is that when they opened it, it would spray sulfur, but it was called fart. That's what they called it. It would spray 4 times, and then this other thing would spin glitter out of it, and it was the video shows it spinning glitter all over the inside of this people's car.
Oh, good Lord.
I bet the hell they learned how to leave people's packages along after that. Because, you can buy something with glitter on it and pass through your house, and that glitter will be everywhere.
Yes.
I love glitter.
I know you do, Your Majesty. Your majesticness.
I
love glitter.
What you need to do is go do one of those glitter sparkle sessions with a photographer. You'd be in heaven.
Love
Just tell me you want a glitter session. Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, when Chris first met me, it was so funny because I always wore I always had a little bit of like body glitter on, or like on my eyeshadow or something, and he would, and then so he would always end up with like maybe a sparkle on his face, or he's like, well, the last straw was my daughter and I moved into his apartment, while we were purchasing this place. And I got rid of my place. So we had to move into his apartment. And she had these shorts, jean shorts, and they were all silver glitter. Like the shorts were jeans, but silver glitter. Well, he says, hey, I'm throwing in a load of darks. Does anybody have anything? And she goes, yeah, I have these. Well,
Oh my God.
yeah, and it was his work uniform. So he gets his work uniform out of the dryer. You know, he didn't even look at it. He takes it to work. And there was silver glitter everywhere.
Oh my
After
God.
that, he sends his work uniforms with work to get cleaned. He doesn't bring them home.
Oh, I bet. Hell no.
Yeah, it was funny.
Sally can't hear you.
No, we can't hear you, Sally.
I don't know if she's trying to talk again.
And he yeah, so he's like, and he was like single and a bachelor and living by himself for like 8 years before we moved in. So
Oh God.
yeah, he had a lot to learn.
And he's still learning. They always still learn.
Yeah,
Is that a dog or somebody
he'll be a
sleeping?
bachelor living by himself before he completely learns.
That's Jenny.
That's Jenny, but we can't see her.
Yeah, you've seen her before.
I know, but I want to see her, please.
Is it Puggy Pug?
Just a minute, I'm wrapping a package.
Oh.
Yeah, Todd's old.
Come here, Jenny.
Oh, they don't have construction up here. Ain't
Come here.
Aw.
Now she won't come because she thinks I'm going to be mean to her.
Well, and why would she think that, Todd?
Yeah. Are you busy, that dog?
they? Did we need to talk to her?
She went out the dog door.
Somehow, see y'all.
Aw.
She doesn't like to be held much. I mean, she likes sitting next to you on the couch or sitting next to you in bed or whatever, but she doesn't like to be, like when you're sitting in a chair, she doesn't like to be held in your lap.
She's so cute. I honestly, I am like so on the verge of getting a little dog.
You don't need a dog.
I know I don't. And I'll tell you what, about 2 months ago, what was I saying? I was saying, nope, I don't need a dog because I'm not home enough. Now my daughter leaves. I'm like, maybe I want a puppy.
Puppy.
Have a dog.
But and Chris goes, no. I said, I want a little foo-foo dog, but I can carry it around in a purse. He starts laughing. He's like, oh my God, no.
He's got to be a man and say, you know, I didn't marry Paris Hilton. If I did, where's all the damn money?
I want a dog, a little foo-foo dog. I really do.
I can send you Henry.
Children.
And it would be spoiled rotten. Just saying. And of course, he's all about the money. Well, you know, then you got to pay vet bills. Yeah, I know. Well, then you got to do the grooming. Yeah, I know.
Then the vet and everything else.
Uh-oh, we lost Sally. She better pop back on.
Yeah, she was having problems to hear her.
There she is.
Doesn't, she'll start another one.
Yeah, she probably will.
Testing, testing.
Everybody
Yep.
pay
There she
attention.
is.
Hear you now.
Okay. I don't know what happened. It wasn't showing my picture, and it wasn't
We couldn't hear you or nothing.
showing my.
Yeah, the good news though, Sally, is you had a pleasant look on your face when it went frozen.
That's a rare.
You're
That's
like,
good.
You're like, oh, I'm in love or something. I don't know. It's just kind of the look you had.
Tara, why aren't you on? You're in chat.
Hanging out in the chat.
Yeah, well, she needs to be on. We missed your voice.
Now I don't know. Am I still broadcasting?
Yes.
Yep.
It
Yes.
says-
Says
Okay.
live.
Yeah, Deb says she hears you.
Okay. Oh, I had that new thing come up on the side where it says showcase and question and answer.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what they did. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I forgot what I was supposed to know.
I don't know either.
If
I
I
don't-
knew it, I'm going to lie to you and say I didn't. So.
Yeah, I know, right?
Go ahead and tell y'all then.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's watching is like, I'm supposed to learn from this shit.
I was wondering because the truth was saying in the chat that his buyer was getting charged in Canada. His buyer was getting charged $80 at the door for a $40 product.
Huh.
It's probably custom fees and
Probably.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Did he send it through
Yeah.
global shipping?
He
Yeah.
sent it through UPS.
Oh, he sent it
That's
through
why
UPS.
I don't send anything
No.
unless it's global shipping.
I
Canada or
always
not,
do
I don't
global
care.
shipping.
You know what? There's
Yeah.
enough buyers in the United States that if the international people don't want to pay the extra fees, that's their problem.
Yep, that's how I feel.
You tell them.
Yeah, you almost have to nowadays because if not, you're gonna get stuck with something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Either you're not gonna be able to, track your package right, or something's gonna get lost, or whatever. You're not gonna be covered. And
Like this, if the customer doesn't want to pay that $80, who's going to have to pay it at the end? You are.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, definitely.
I'm just
And
like,
that sucks. I mean, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, me too.
But
yeah, they're not going to eat that charge, so
Mhm.
you know.
I just sent a $400 item to Canada, and if they told me you have to pay $800 because of whatever,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I don't think so.
you tell eBay.
Mhm.
You better not be telling me this, because eBay's supposed to be paying all these fees and making sure that everything's paid before I even ship the item. So don't tell me.
Well, yeah, that's because you use global shipping program, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I honestly I always use global shipping because
So, ever since they offered global shipping, I've used it ever since.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of people having a few issues, like Jim, but I mean that's like one time I heard.
Yeah,
problem, right?
and I understand, Jim, the way that Jim feels about,
Oh,
global
of
shipping program and everything. I understand that.
Yeah.